everyone. Thank you so much for joining us for this evening's performance at the Millennium stage. Tonight's performance is a part of the Broadway Tomorrow series brought to you in collaboration with the American Society of Composers, Authors, and Publishers. Here to introduce the performance tonight is the Director of Musical Theater at the ASCAP Foundation, Michael Kirker.
Thanks, Bobby. ASCAP, of course, is the organization that represents the best of American songwriters. Now, great songwriters need great singers, and songwriters are fortunate indeed to have tonight's special guest perform their work. She takes the composer's music and the lyric writer's words, and she really gives them heft, weight, and true heartfelt emotion. I'm not going to list her credits, they're all in your program. I'll simply tell you that anytime I go hear her perform, which is any time she performs, I feel the need to go home and crack open a dictionary to find a new adjective, because I've really run out of adjectives to describe how extraordinary she is. So I'll simply say, please welcome the supremely gifted Karen Mason.
I hope they heard that across the world. Thank you, Michael. That is so beautiful. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Could be, who knows? There's something new any day, I will know right away, soon as it shows. It may come cannonballing down from the sky, gleam in its eye, bright as a rose. Who knows? It's only just out of reach, down the block on a beach, under a tree. I've got a feeling there's a miracle due, gonna come true. Come in to me. Could it be? Yes, it could. Something's coming, something good. If I can wait, something's coming. I don't know what it is, but it is gonna be great. With a click, with a shock, phone'll jingle, door will knock. Open the latch. Something's coming, don't know when, but it soon. Catch the moon, one-handed catch. Around the corner, or whistling down the river. Come on, deliver to me. Yes, it will. Maybe just by holding still, it will be there. Come on, something, come on in. Don't be shy. Meet a guy. Pull up a chair. The air is humming, and something great is coming. Could be. Who knows? Maybe. Tonight. Thank you. Now you know this is going to be seen around the world, so you need to make it look like I'm really, really good. Come on. Oh, my God, thank you. Thank you. How unsolicited. What a day this has been. What a rare mood I'm in. Why, it's almost like being in love. With a smile on my face for the whole human race. Why, it's almost like being in love. Oh, the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling. I would swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. Maybe the sun gave me the power, but I could swim Loch Lomond and be home in half an hour. Maybe the air gave me the drive, but I'm all aglow and alive. Why, it's almost like being in love. Why, it's almost like being in love. All the music of life seems to be like a bell that is ringing for me. And from the way that I feel when that bell starts to peal, I could swear I was falling. I would swear I was falling. It's almost like being in love. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Thank you, Michael Kirker. What a beautiful, beautiful introduction. I am thrilled to be here at the Kennedy Center. I've never played a lobby before, but I am very, very happy to be here with all of you. I mean, what a beautiful place with all of this amazing music and theater and art. It's just so exciting. The first time my parents took us to see theater, I grew up in St. Louis. Do we have anybody from St. Louis here? One. Okay, very brave. Thank you. And I loved St. Louis. My parents would take us to a place called the St. Louis Muni Opera. Seated 13,000 people in an outdoor setting. I mean, it's big. And my parents were a young couple who couldn't afford expensive tickets, so we sat in the back row, and the stage was about this big. But I didn't care. I knew that that's where I wanted to be. That's the magic I felt from the stage, from the music, and I knew what I really wanted to feel was the magic of just singing my songs. Have I told you how happy I am to be here? I could cry salty tears. Where have I been all these years? Little wow, tell me now, how long has this been going on? There were chills up my spine and some thrills I can't define. Listen, sweet, I repeat, how long has this been going on? Oh, I feel that I could melt into heaven. I'm hurled. I know how Columbus felt, finding another world. kiss me once, then once more. What a dunce I was before. What a break, for heaven's sake. How long has this been going on? What a kick! I buzz, boy, you click, as no one does. Hear me, sweet, I repeat, how long has this been going on? Dear, when in your arms I creep, that divine rendezvous. Don't wake me if I'm asleep. Let me dream that it's true. Kiss me twice, then once more. That makes thrice. Let's make it 4. What a break. For heaven's sake, how long has this been going on? How long has this been going on? If it's funny, try and understand. In this world, there's nothing I would rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. I don't need to hug or hold you tight. I just want to dance with you. There is really nothing else I'd rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you, to dance with you is everything I need. Before this dance is through, I think I'll love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. If somebody tries to take your place, let's pretend we just can't see his face. In this world, there's nothing I would rather do, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. To dance with you is everything I need. Before this dance is through, I think I'll love you too. I'm so happy when you dance with me. In this world, there's nothing I would rather do. I've discovered I'm in love with you, 'cause I'm happy just to dance with you. Beatles tune, just in case you didn't know. Finally found a fella, almost completely divine, but his vocabulary is killing this romance of mine. We get into an intimate situation, and then begins this Romeo's conversation. He says, murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says, murder, he says. At a time like this, he says, murder, he says. Is that the language of love? He says, solid, he says. Takes me in his arms and says, solid, he says. Meaning on my germs. He says, solid, he says. Is that the language of love? He says, chick, chick, you torture me, zoot, are we living? I'm thinking of leaving him flat. He says, dig, dig, the jumps the old tigger is giving. Now he can talk plainer than that. He says, murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says, murder, he says. Keep it up like this and that, murder, he says. In that impossible tone, we'll bring on nobody's murder but his own. He says, Jackson, he says, and my name's Marie. He says, Jackson, he says, shoot the snoot to me. He says, Jackson, he says, is that the language of love? He says, woof, woof, he says, when he likes my hat, he says, what the heck is that? He says, woo, woo, he says, is that the language of love? He says, hep, hep, with helium now, babe, we're cooking, and other expressions to it. He says, we're in the groove, and that groove is good looking. It sounds like his uppers don't fit. He says, murder, he says. Every time we kiss, he says, murder, he says. Keep it up like this and that, murder, he says. In that impossible tone, we'll bring on nobody's murder. No, no, nobody's murder. A tisket, a tasket. He'll wind up in a casket. Nobody's murder but his own. It's beautiful, Christopher Denny. Oh, wow. He actually will get like an introduction, so you won't have to guess. The French are glad to die for love. They delight in fighting duels. But I prefer a man who lives and gives expensive. Anyone? Exactly. A kiss on the hand may be quite continental, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. A kiss may be grand, but it won't pay the rental on your humble flat, or help you at the automat. Men grow cold as girls grow old, and we all lose our charms in the end. But square cut or pear shape, these rocks don't lose their shape. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. I've heard of affairs that are strictly platonic, but diamonds are a girl's best friend. And I think affairs that you must keep Masonic are the better bets. When little pets get big baguettes, time rolls on and youth is gone, and you can't straighten up when you bend. But stiff back or your stiff knees. You stand straight at Tiffany's. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. There may come a time when a lass needs a lawyer. La 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 la. There may come a time when a hard-boiled employer thinks you're awful nice. But get that ice or else no dice. He's your guy when stocks are high. But beware when they start to descend. It's then that those louses go back to their spouses. Diamonds, diamonds. I don't mean rhinestones. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. Thank you. Oh. I love that song. It's so non-PC. But, you know, I am so very lucky that I have worked with some terrific writers very closely. In fact, I was smart enough to marry one, Mr. Paul Rolnick. And, but early in my life, well, early in my career, I met this gentleman, Brian Lasser, who I worked with for 16 years. We met in Chicago at a place called Lawrence of Oregano's. And they had singing waiters and waitresses, and Brian was the MD, and I, the music director, and I, not the doctor. He was the music director. And I went and auditioned, and we continued working for 16 years, and he was a brilliant arranger, a brilliant writer. Now, there are good and bad things about working so closely with a writer. The good thing is that, and this was very important in the 70s and 80s, I got to sing songs that had never been recorded by Barbra Streisand. Very important. The bad thing was that Brian did not hesitate putting into song very personal things that I told him. But this next song is an example of, well, that I'm very glad that he actually was listening, because I got this beautiful song. I made a new friend. I made a new friend. I think he's a real prince. It's been years since I made a new friend. He walked through the door, well, more like he tripped. I don't think it hit before he hit the floor, but something just slipped. I helped him up to the table and helped him into a chair. He smiled and asked, was I able to sit with him there? He started to talk. I started to grin. And as we both rattled on, I knew what was about to begin. I knew when he asked why the night had to end. I'd made a new friend. I made a new friend. I made a new friend. I heard him laugh when he called me. He called the very next day. I asked him, why are you laughing? And I heard him say, I made a new friend. And I asked him who. I let out an audible sigh of relief when he answered me, you. And I felt a lifetime of broken somehow I feel no longer afraid, 'cause I made a new He touched me. He put his hand near mine, and then he touched me. I felt a sudden tingle when he touched me, a sparkle, a glow. He knew it. It wasn't accidental, no. He knew it. He smiled and seemed to tell me so all through it. He knew it, I know. He's real and the world is alive and shining. I feel such a wonderful drive toward Valentine. He touched me. I simply have to face the fact he touched me. Control myself and try to act as if I remember my name. He touched me. He touched me, and suddenly nothing is the same. He touched me. He touched me, and suddenly nothing is the same. Here I go again. I hear the trumpets blow again. All aglow again, taking a chance on love. Here I slide again, about to take that ride again. Starry-eyed again, taking a chance on love. I thought that cards were a frame-up I never would try, but now I'm taking the game up, and the ace of hearts is high. Things are mending now. I see a rainbow blending now. We'll have a happy ending now, taking a chance on love. Here I come again. I'm gonna make things hum again, acting dumb again, taking a chance on love. Here I stand again, about to beat the band again, feeling grand again, taking a chance on love. I never dream in my slumbers, and bets were taboo. But now I'm playing the numbers on a little dream for two. Waiting in again, I'm leading with my chin again. I'm starting out to win again. Here I slip again, about to take that trip again. I got my grip again, taking a chance on love. And now I prove again that I can make life move again. In the groove again, taking a chance on love. I walk around with a horseshoe, in clover I lie. And Brother Rabbit, of course, I've had to kiss you off for goodbye. On the ball again, I'm heading for a fall again. I'm gonna give my all again, taking a chance on finding romance, taking a chance on love. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. You know, I would now like to introduce to you all formally the gentleman I've had the pleasure of working with for about 150 years. And I'm not kidding. I'm really not kidding. But we have worked together quite a few years, and he's truly amazing. He's not only my music director, he has worked with the likes of the brilliant Julie Wilson, the amazing Brent Barrett, David Campbell, Greg Edelman, and I get a chance to work with him when he's available. And I am so fond of this man. I just adore him. One of his best, I think it's the one that always gets the most reaction, actually, credits, is that he produced and conducted the vocals of Plácido Domingo, which is appropriate in this hall, for the movie of Moulin Rouge, my good friend, Mr. Christopher Denny. Okay, there's going to be a slide home. Talk amongst yourselves for 1 second. I forgot to take the lid off the water. Chris and I had our first job in 1992 at a place called the Russian Tea Room. And we did this one arrangement that Brian had done for me. We did it that night. We loved doing it, but for some reason we never continued doing that arrangement until this show. These are 2 songs from Golden Boy. Lorna and Joe, somehow it seems so right. Somehow you feel what I feel too. I wanna be with you. I wanna be with you. Lorna's here and she's gonna stay. Lorna's here and baby, she won't go away. All that talk of leaving was only talk. I'm much too dumb to take that walk. Try to lose me, honey, just try. Lorna's here forever, you big ugly guy. Lorna's here to hold you, so like it or not, you got me. I don't always show it, but but I'm yours, you know it. Lorna's here where Lorna should be. Lorna's here and she's gonna stay. She won't go away. All that talk of leaving was only talk. Try to lose me, honey, just try, and until you die, Lorna's here to hold you. So like it or not, you got me. Maybe I don't do much, but when things get too much, Lorna's here where Lorna should be. Lorna and Joe, somehow it seems so There's a film that plays inside my head, full of things we did and words we said. We were both so young, didn't have a dime. All we had was plenty of time. But the world was sweet and life was fine, and the nights were warm as apple wine, and we shared a bed that was made for two, where at night I'd tell all my dreams to you, and you'd promise they would come true in time. I would depend on your warming touch. There was no end to your willing heart, and what I asked you would always do, even when I knew what I asked might drive us apart in time. Now that leaves me here, so far away, thinking how the two of us went astray. Still I close my eyes, and the movie plays that remembers us in our prime, and I get to view me and you in a time when all that we had was time. when I was younger, so much younger than today. I never needed anybody's help in any way. But now those days are gone. I'm not so self-assured. Now I find I've changed my mind. I've opened up the door. Help me if you can. I'm feeling down. And I do appreciate your being round. Help me get my feet back on the ground. Won't you please, please help me? I need somebody, not just anybody. You know I need someone. Somebody hold me too close. Somebody hurt me too deep. Somebody sit in my chair and ruin my sleep and make me aware of being alive. Being alive. Somebody need me too much. Somebody know me too well. Somebody pull me up short and put me through hell and give me support for being alive. Make me alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be used. Vary my days. But alone is alone. Not alive. Somebody crowd me with love. Somebody force me to care. Somebody make me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive. Being alive. Make me alive. Make me confused. Mock me with praise. Let me be used. Vary my days. I need somebody, not just anybody. You know I need someone. Somebody crowd me with love. Somebody force me to care. Somebody make me come through. I'll always be there, as frightened as you, to help us survive. Being alive. Being alive. Being alive. Mr. Christopher Denny. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you. That song, Time, was written by my director, Mr. Barry Kleinbort, and with his co-writer, Joe Thalken. I do love that arrangement. I've always loved the Beatles. You know, one thing, and this was kind of a request by Michael Kirker. Actually, when I heard it was Broadway Tomorrow, I texted Michael and said, Really? Tomorrow? Kind of a, it's like, I'm happy. I think you're putting it out there for me to be on Broadway again. I would love that. Or be back here doing a show. I would be happy to be in this gorgeous hall, singing and just making all kinds of noise. I was very lucky that I got a chance to do the show Sunset Boulevard. Did anybody here see Sunset Boulevard? It came through here, right? Of course it did. Of course it did. I was the standby in Los Angeles and New York, the original companies, for the role of Norma Desmond. And so I covered Glenn Close, Betty Buckley, and Elaine Page. 3 very shy and retiring flowers. I got to do the show about 250 times. Oh my, I loved doing this show. I loved it so much. And there was one moment in the second act that was always my favorite. Let me just kind of set the scene for you a little bit. Norma Desmond was a huge silent film star. And according to our story, when talkies came along, for some reason she could not acclimate. And so she became, according to the musical, a total recluse. Until one day a young writer crossed her path, and she saw this as the chance for her return. So they worked on a script, and when she thought it was ready, they got dressed, they got into the car, and they drove to Paramount Studios. And when she walked out on the soundstage, oh, it all looked so different. Until she heard, "Hey, Miss Desmond." Oh, someone who knows me. "Miss Desmond, it's me, Hog-Eye." "Hog-Eye, hello." "Hey, Miss Desmond, let's get a look at you." And as he turned on the light and it panned across the floor, every minute of every hour of the last 20 years is replayed in her head until finally the light hits her. I don't know why I'm frightened. I know my way around here. The cardboard trees, the painted seas, the sound they hear. Yes, a world to rediscover, but I'm not in any hurry. And I need a moment. The whispered conversations in overcrowded hallways. The atmosphere as thrilling here as always. Feel the early morning madness. Feel the magic in the making. Why, everything's as if we never said goodbye. I've spent so many mornings just trying to resist you. I'm trembling now. You can't know how I've missed you. Missed the fairy tale adventures in this ever-spinning playground. We were young together. I'm coming out of makeup. The lights already burning. Not long until the cameras will start turning. And the early morning madness whispered conversations and overcrowded hallways. So much to say, not just today, but always. We'll have early morning madness. We'll have magic in the making. Yes, everything's as if we never said goodbye. Yes, everything's as if we never said goodbye. We taught the world new ways to Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for making my first lobby experience so beautiful. Oh, you are a fantastic audience. Thank you so much. I personally would like to thank the staff here. Boy, Jen and Dave and all of these amazing people on video. 4 cameras. Wow, we have to find one good side. I'm sure we'll find one good side. But thank you all so very much. Bobby, thank you. And my good friend, Mr. Michael Kirker from ASCAP, for always taking good care of me. And I am very blessed, very, very blessed. One more time for Mr. Christopher Denny. Thank you. I also want to thank my director, Mr. Barry Kleinbort. He's a smart man, and I'm very lucky to be working with him. And like I said, he wrote Time. I always point at the stool because it's the only song I did on the stool. So you know what song that is. I will be selling CDs just in case you want to take me home in jewel box form. I will be back there hawking my wares. And I look forward to meeting you, and thank you so very much one more time for coming and supporting live music and making both of us feel very, very, very welcome. This is my new favorite song, and Jen said it was her favorite. And one person I would like to thank is Maxine, who's back there. Maxine said that you would buy my CDs. So now that Maxine has said it, you have to. Thank you again. I hope our paths cross. When all the world is a hopeless jumble and the raindrops tumble all around, heaven opens a magic lane. When all the clouds darken up the skyway, there's a rainbow, a highway to be found, leading from your window pane to a place behind the sun, just a step beyond. Somewhere over the rainbow, way up high, there's a land that I heard of once in a lullaby. Somewhere over the bubbles melt like lemon drops away above the chimney tops. That's where you'll find me. Somewhere over the rainbow, bluebirds fly, birds fly over the rainbow. Why then, oh why can't I? If happy little bluebirds fly beyond the rainbow, why, oh why can't I? Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Christopher Denny. Thank you. I'll see you back when you buy those CDs.